Hi there, it's me, Gigi. Welcome back. I am here to do the hashtag M is for Mondays, Mojo, and Matchbooks. This is by Susan at I Totally Love It. I was watching it this morning for a bit as I was working out, and I thought, I'm going to give it a try. So let me show you what I came up with. So these are like a regular matchbook, okay? And you see, you try to, I don't measure. So what I actually just did was I folded a piece up, okay, like this one. So I just folded a piece up like this and then folded it down. So I'll show you with this one. I would fold it down, make a crease, okay. So once I make that crease like I did here, that's the second crease, okay? That's the top crease, I should say. Then you kind of just a little bit make a front piece. So here, let me show you what I mean. Here's that crease. So I'm just really, and I'm going to fold it this way, just hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. So there it is. So that's the other crease. Okay, so now we're going to do it this way. Okay, I hope this is correct because I think I did. Did I do this? Yes, it's that length. Perfect. So now, this is what I have. Okay, here's one crease, another crease, and then this is how you make your matchbook. So I'm going to go back to this. I just cut random 1, 2, 3. I should have 5 pieces here. Yep, they're all the same size. What I want to show you is I place mine on the bottom. And so now you'll see, they're not even, they kind of are, but I placed that on the bottom. See that? I'm going to get my little stapler and I'm going to staple it this way. Okay, so you don't want to staple it all the way up here because then this is not going to go inside. So let me see. I'll staple it about right there, like the edge of it. Okay, there we go. You see the staple right there? So now it goes like this. So there's one of my match boxes. And I'm going to show you in a bit what I do with that. So now here's another one. These are just random pieces of paper. They're in layers, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I guess there's 6 here. Oh, I think this is double. Nope, 6. I usually like odds, but this will do fine. So now same thing. And place it here. I did the same thing. This was folded all the way down. And then, no, I want to do it this way because I don't want the staple to be out that way because I'm going to cover it. So there we go. There we go. See how it's placed down here? So now I got my matchbook. So I have these two here. Did I put paper in this one? No, not yet. Okay. So now let me show you a bigger one. So this is 4 inches. This is 3 inches. Like I said, I really don't measure. But I'm going to do this like this. Okay. And I believe this is 4 by 4. It is. Let me do this 4 by 4. It is 4 by 4. So now I do need to fold this up. Okay. And there it goes. So there it goes. So this is going to go in here. Okay. There we go. There we go. It's a little off. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Now, I do need to have a piece. You know, you need this. So there's my crease. You see my crease? And now I'm going to get scissors. And I'm not a very good straight cutter, but I'm going to cut this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to cut right about here. Okay. And I could tell I cut crooked. It's okay. There we go. I must have had a hard time in school cutting. So there we go. Okay. Now this is like this. This one's this way. This is a little bit, how should I explain? This should be longer. So now we'll make the other fold. Okay, and it should be this fold here. So we're just going to make a simple little fold. You see the fold right there? Okay. And then here's the other fold. And so now it can go in here. So for this one, what I notice is they use different pieces of paper on here. It's another one I made, but I have this piece left. I'm just going to use it here. I know it doesn't match, but I do like it. But first, let's start off with this. Okay. So the fold here is here, and you just kind of, there. So we're going to use this. Okay, if you want it a little bit shorter, we could leave this like this. So now I'm going to probably go like this. I might do it this way. See that? Where's this? I do want to put this green in here. I'm just going to cut a piece of this green. That's kind of interesting. Okay. I'm just going to cut up and this way. Oops, sorry. So there. Now we have this and this. I think I'm going to move this over just slightly. Okay. Now, I actually wanted to use this orange. See this orange? Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it here. And cut this shorter. Just cut that shorter. Now we're going to cut it about right here. That's how I saw Susan make hers in different sizes and colors and texture in the inside. So see, now I have this. See that? You can write on here, you can write on here, you can write on here, you can write on there. And then I'm going to do one more piece. See, I'm going to put that there. Remember I said I wanted to use this? Should we use it? Do you think it's too much? Yeah, let's try it. I might go a little bit like this. And I'm just going to cut it shorter. And this paper here, I cut that crooked. It's okay. It could be crooked. I told you, I don't cut very straight. There we go. Now this here, it's actually, I have the tag. I got this when my grandson was working at Joann's Fabric, and my grandson's been gone for about 3 years. And it's from India. Love this paper. I believe they called it texture. So I'm wondering if I should just put these like this, and then maybe bring this yellow here, this yellow here. Maybe I'll do a little bit of yellow here, and here we go. Remember, this is just me trial and error. Yeah. I think I'm going to cut it here. Okay, so now this can go right about here. There we go. I think I'm just going to leave it like this. I do like this piece though. I didn't want to cover that. Well, it doesn't have to cover it. You know what? I'm going to add this piece this way. I'm going to add this piece this way. I'm just going to add it here. I know you're thinking it's too small. It might be too small. What do you think? Well, we can put it on there. We can always tear it off. Okay, now I need 2 staples because of the width on here. And I am going to go this way. And so it's going to catch these 3. I'm going to go straight down. And it should catch, I think I'll move it over a little bit. It should catch these 3. 1, 2, it might not catch this one. Maybe I need to move it over just a little bit. There we go. Now, this will go here. Okay. And it looks like this needs to be cut. It's a little bit too long. See, because you want your back one to be this size, because you want to put this in here. So let's go ahead and cut this little piece, and we're going to do it this way. Okay, so now we'll get as close as we can without cutting anything. So here we go. See, so now we go like this. Isn't that cute? So as I was folding these, which I already made, I think I have another little one. Oh, right here, this little one. I have to tell you, so these are my matchbooks, okay? You can make them any size, any type of paper. I mean, you could even make a matchbook out of here and then add different papers. But now that I've done that, this is what I want to show you. Myself, I'll move that over. I like to decorate mine. I know a lot of people do too, but let me show you what I mean. Oh, and I wanted to make this one. Let me show you really quick. Maybe I don't want to use up too much time. I'll put it right here and I'll show you what I wanted to make. So now, I wanted to add a little piece of trim here. This I will add a piece of trim here. Remember, I haven't put anything here. So I'm going to wait until I put my papers, put my staple, and the reason for it is because I'm trying to cover this. So I did find this. I did color it in a little bit, but I'm going to put mine here. I'm just going to put it there. Curl it a little bit. Okay. I'm just going to add that there. You can add, what's that? I call it gauze, but it's not gauze. You can add, why do I forget things once I come on the camera? Anyways, on the bottom, you could add a piece of tulle also. But my thought was to add a piece of, oh, it's in my box. Well, I'm not going to have you hold on while I go on my box. Let me see if it's in this one. It's in here. It's in here. Ta-da! So there. So this is what I mean. See that? This is not the very best kind, but it will do. We're just going to cut a piece like that. We're going to use this. Okay. I'm going to just put this here. So did you all get to watch football? I like football. Now it's like, what am I going to watch? YouTube channels. So I might just cut a little bit off here. Oops, I'm just gonna throw some glue there. Yep, I'm the gluer thrower. And then I'm just going to kind of gather this up. Okay, you can always cut some of that off and add this there. So that's what I want to do there. And I need to clean up my glue. So now this will go here. So that's going to be my matchbook. I was going to say matchbox. I've made those too. So we're going to go like this. Here, if I want to cover that, I could use something very simple. It doesn't have to be anything. I'll put in a small trim there. I wonder if this trim will work. And I'm sorry if I'm in and out. I just wasn't thinking of what I wanted to use. I could use that, but I'm wondering if it's a little too fat. I'll look for a trim here. Yep, that's a fat one too. The only thing, like this, or a smaller one. Let me see, I got all my bits and pieces here. Do we add that? Do we add it here? Actually here, I'm going to put you to one side. Actually here, my thought was, and I know I have it, I want to make this here. I want to put this here. See that? Let's see, do I do it this way? Okay, let's do this. So I'm going to open this. I will put some glue here. So check out her challenge, her collaboration. I'll put everything in the description box. Okay, so now, ta-da! Some people don't like black. I do love black. Okay, I should have noticed the pattern, but I still love this. So here's one matchbook. Here's this matchbook. Do I want to put that there? It's too much, huh? Let's see. Yeah, it might be a little too much. Or we got to find that bottom part for it. And then this one, maybe we could do this here. That might be okay. I don't have a gold one. I have gold trim, but this is not gonna work. I can put a little bit of gold here. Oh, that might be cute. Put some bugle beads there, but I don't think I want to tear this. So I am going to, let's see, we gotta find one more gold. Gold. Oh, do we just put that there? Maybe I will put some bugle beads up there. Let's put this down here. But let's put it this way because they'll cover my staple right there. So we can do this. Yes, I know it's not perfectly gold, but it doesn't have to be. Put that there. So here's this one. We have this one and this one. And this is the one I was talking about. I don't know how much time I have, but let me do this quickly. I want to do it where it goes like this. And then it goes like this. And you're probably thinking, why you want to do it that way? Well, let me show you why. If I do it like this, okay, and then this one has to go like this, and we're just going to go like this. Okay. I might have done this wrong. We'll see. And then go this way. I'm not going to go here. I did do it wrong, because the back one is supposed to be the length of this one. This is material. This is paper. Let's cut that down. I'm going to staple this. I'm going to put some strips. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want to take all your time. But then, this might be too wide unless I cut it smaller. But we're going to have the matchbook this way. And you can write this way. I know I've noticed that they do some of the matchbook on top. Or I should say like this way. It doesn't matter. Just have fun. That's the most important part. This is going to have to go a little bit more this way. And then I have to find a small trim. And I know I have one. I know I have one. Oh, we can put that there, right? Why not? I'm going to put that there and then put a little pearl. I kind of like that there. You don't have to put anything on your covers. You could do it however you desire. But I just want to do this. This is fun. We'll put a little pearl there. I thought I had one. I have a little pearl somewhere. Or we can do that. Let's drop a little bit of glue there. And then we can put a little like golden pearl or whatever. Here we go. Wow, how fun is that? Where's the other little sequins? Did you fall in here? Nope. But see, now you have all these different color papers in here, and you can write on this. This can go like this. If you want to, you can even distress your edges. Of course, I wouldn't use this color, which you probably could, just a little bit of color right there. See that? Just a little bit. That's not too bad. The little edge on top. I'll go around it some more. But see, you can distress it whatever color. I thought about gold on this one. This one I like the way it is, but if not, you could use black. This one here, maybe we could use a smaller piece of this here. We could, since it's going to open this way. The white one is that. And like I said, I really would like to put a tiny little trim here, which I do have a tiny trim, but I don't think this is going to work. No, we need a white trim. Oh, white, right here. Would this work? Let's do it. Let's do it. I have a few minutes and we're going to do it. Here we go. There's my staple. Or little pieces of staples. And yes, this is the Tim Holtz. I've had that for years. So now we're going to put this down. And we're going to let it dry just a little bit. We're going to cut it. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I really appreciate you all coming by. And remember, it is Susan from I Totally Love It. Go on there. I will put everything in the description box. And I hope you have a wonderful Monday. I do appreciate you all coming by. Thanks, everyone, and have a fabulous evening.